we have the yellow dragon fruit, Solenocerius megalanthus. This is, of all the cactus fruit on earth, in my opinion, the finest tasting fruit. In fact, it probably rivals many of the exotic fruits like mangosteen for its delicious nature. This is a fabulous fruit. The fruit is relatively easy to grow in the climate of Puna, Hawaii. We're up here at 1,680 feet. These plants are about 3 years old from seed. I'd gotten the original fruits from my buddy Greg over on the red and pink dragon fruit farm. These were Greg's special stash. Most people who eat or raise dragon fruit do not raise the yellow one because the yellow one has thorns on it. And because of the thorns, you have to remove them before you can actually put the fruit out on the market for people to eat and try. It's worth it. It's worth it. Even though the red dragon fruit are easier to pick and easier to handle, this fruit has got to be, on a 1 to 10, I'd call most of the varieties of red or pink dragon fruit I've eaten, I'd probably go ahead and give them a 4 to a 6 perhaps. This fruit is easily a 7 to an 8. It's significantly better, and it's worth removing the stem. So we're going to go ahead and pick some of these off. I'll show you how. Here's a close-up of the fruits. This is the first time these plants have cropped here in my garden, and the yield is significant. I'm very happy about what I see here. I haven't actually counted them, but there are fruit all over the place here. So I guess we're going to find ourselves one that looks like it's pretty ripe. That guy right there, he looks like a good candidate. So I'll remove that one. So when picking a yellow dragon fruit, the first thing we have to do is get rid of those spines on the outside of the fruit. The way I'm going to do that is I've got an old glove over here, and I'm just going to start slapping the fruit. And these spines come off pretty easy. I think the Israelis raise a commercial crop of this particular fruit for the European market. And over there I believe they have a little brush vacuum rechargeable thing, electric thing they can take out into the fields and brush these off. And as my crop gets larger and larger over here, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and get myself some kind of little tool. I'm going to power up a dust buster vacuum maybe with something that's got a rotating brush on the end to make this a little easier. But it's that simple. They're not hard to come off. They pop right out of there easily once you smack them. Just don't try it with your fingers because they're really sharp. Once we've got all the spines off, the next thing we're going to do is reach in there and we're going to cut the fruit out. Okay, with all the spines removed, now we can get hold of the fruit like so. I'm going to take the fruit, I'm going to twist it a little bit like that, put my pruning shears underneath the fruit just like this, and just go and cut it right off, leaving as little of a scar as possible. There we go. Now it's safe to handle. This is an absolutely delicious fruit, and it is totally worth the effort of raising it. They raise very well from seed. That's what these came from. They also raise really well from cutting. And if you have the kind of environment that we've got here in Puna, you're going to find that this is a really easy thing to do. I'm up at 1,680 feet on the rainy side of the Big Island. This is a Caribbean tree-growing cactus. I've got it suspended on a set of wires over here. That's kind of my own idea. My buddy Greg uses columns with baskets around the outsides of these. What I'm doing is I'm using a single wire, just like a grape trellis, and I'm suspending the canes or the vines on the trellises. On each one of the dragon fruit plants, I've put in a fence post. Plant is put at the base of the post, tied to it as it comes up, and then I have some wire coming across between the posts. The cactus arms are then tied up to the wires, trained either way. After I finish picking this year, I'll prune this back a little bit. Most of the fruit that comes on these plants comes on growth that's slightly less than 2 years old, so we're going to try to keep it that way. I've managed to strip most of the fruit off of the yellow dragon fruit out here. I got a few more pieces left to eat, but mostly it's gone. This first crop, a very nice crop. 4 years from a seed on these. This is Solanacereus megalanthus, the yellow dragon fruit. In the world of cactus fruits, it just doesn't get any better than this guy right here. Let's take a look inside. So I've just removed this yellow dragon fruit from the plants out front of my house. I have removed the spines from the fruit. We do that by smacking it with a glove or a brush, because these do have spines on them, unlike the red and pink dragon fruits. But there is no other dragon fruit on earth that has the same kind of lusciousness that this fruit has. This thing rivals mangosteens as far as being an exotic flavor. It's a marvelous fruit, one of my favorite, and it's actually very easy to grow. Just look at that, glistening. This one's going to go in my breakfast. Man, oh man, look at that. Breakfast Hawaiian style here. We got our scrambled eggs and Portuguese sausage, the macadamia cinnamon toast, and most of all, the yellow dragon fruits. Man, oh man. Oh, is that good? Oh. Can't fake that. Gotta be real.